world. And today we are in Wat Arun Temple in Bangkok in Thailand. Okay, so and I will show you this Wat Arun Temple today, and also we will go to Wat Pho Temple. And look around, it's really nice and pretty. There is a lot of mosaic, and I will show you all them very close today. And stay in this channel if you want to watch more temples and more videos about Thailand. From Sapan Taksin Boat Pier, you can take a riverboat that stops at Pier 8. There is also a tourist visitor center with bigger boats for tourists that for around 50 baht per person. They have English-speaking staff who lectures about tourist attractions during your trip. Although Wat Arun is very popular for tourists, it is also an important place of worship for Buddhists. Pick up one of the cover-ups that are for rent near the entrance. Entry to the temple is 100 baht. The temple is open daily from 8:30 to 17:30 p.m. So we are in front of Wat Arun Temple. You should know that before entering this temple, you need to be appropriately dressed. You can get in shorts, skirts. You need to cover your knees and you need to cover your legs. Wat Arun, locally known as Wat Cheyenne, is situated on the west Thonburi bank of the Chao Phraya River. It is easily one of the most stunning temples in Bangkok, not only because of its riverside location, but also because the design is very different to the other temples you can visit in Bangkok. Given beauty of the architecture and the fine craftsmanship, it is not surprising that Wat Arun is considered by many as one of the most beautiful temples in Thailand. You can climb the central pran if you wish. The steps are very steep, but there is a railing to balance yourself. So I am in front of Wat Arun Temple, and now I'm going to climb up those stairs like there, and I want to go just on the top. There, can you see that? When you reach the highest point, you can see the winding Chao Phraya River and the Grand Palace and Wat Pho opposite. Although it is known as the Temple of the Dawn, it's absolutely stunning at sunset, particularly when lit up at night. The cutest time to visit, however, is early morning before the crowds. You can see it's a really ancient, nice temple, and the name is the Temple of Dawn. But despite of this, you can see it in sunset. It's also really nice and pretty, and you can see all this mosaic is very ancient. I will show you closer, so stay in this channel and watch until the end. Wat Arun, or Temple of the Dawn, is partly made up of colorfully decorated spires and stands majestically over the river. So you see there is Wat Arun Temple, but unfortunately we could not get up because it's under reconstruction, and all these pretty mosaic is being reconstructed apparently, and it's being replaced, so we could not get up. Right now I'm in the premises of the temple, and it's strange to me because it all looks the same, but it's not as much touristic as there is. Everybody's trying to take pictures up there. Here I can show you it's still the same. You see the same mosaic, the same pretty, but no people. Wat Arun was envisioned by King Taksin in 1768. It is believed that after fighting his way out of Ayutthaya, which was taken over by a Burmese army at that time, he arrived at this temple just as dawn was breaking. He later had the temple renovated and renamed it Wat Chayan, the Temple of the Dawn. Wat Pho is located just across the river and opposite to Wat Arun. You will need 5 minutes by boat to get there. The spire Pran on the bank of the Chao Phraya River is one of Bangkok's world-famous landmarks. It has an imposing spire over 70 meters high. Like in every touristic spot in Thailand, numerous vendors lined along a short passage to way out, selling various little souvenirs, snacks, and cheap clothes. It's quite tricky to get out without people pushing you and vendors calling to buy their stuff. Anyway, maybe you need something like this mango sticky rice sold by this smiling lady. The area around both temples is really popular for visiting, as there is the King's Temple just nearby, #1 attraction for newcomers to Bangkok. Wat Pho is located behind the Temple of the Emerald Buddha and a must-do for any first-time visitor in Bangkok. It's one of the largest temple complexes in the city and famed for its giant reclining Buddha that measures 46 meters long and is covered in gold leaf. It is an easy 10-minute walk between here and the Grand Palace. Since December 2012, entrance to the temple costs 100 baht, and you can visit anytime between 8 a.m. and 17 p.m. It's really touristic area, and of course you need to remove your shoes before entering the temple. Wat Pho was the first public university in Thailand, specializing in religion, science, and literature. It is now more well known as a center for traditional massage and medicine. Wat Pho is often considered the leading school of massage in Thailand. The highlight for most people visiting Wat Pho is the reclining Buddha. So, just want to say, we are in Wat Pho temple right now, which is the opposite, like across the river with Wat Arun temple. And there is a huge, very big statue of Buddha. It's so enormous that I even cannot shoot it fully, playing Buddha in Nirvana. And this temple, Wat Pho, is among the most famous temples in Thailand, in Bangkok to visit. If you want to get some nice pictures and shoots, you have to wait a little bit for in the queue. The figures here are impressive. 15 meters tall, 46 meters long, so large it feels like it has been squeezed into the building. Finally arrived to place. You can see that this is the living statue of Buddha in Nirvana. You see there is a hand just behind, and all of these are long feet. The Buddha's feet are 5 meters long. If you would like a little good luck, you can purchase a ball of coins in the entrance of the hall, which you can drop in the 100 bronze bowls which line the length of the walls. Dropping the small pennies in makes a nice ringing sound, and even if your wishes don't come true, the money goes towards helping the monks renovate and preserve Wat Pho. Wat Pho also has good English-speaking guides who will provide interesting information for around 200 to 400 baht, depending on how many people there are in your group and how good your negotiating skills are. Wat Pho is a very big temple. You will see many little temples inside together in one big area. So there is the one I showed you with the laying Buddha, and there are many others. So it's a really big complex of temples, I would say. Recommended sites include 4 chapels that contain 394 guided Buddha images, long lines of golden statues from different parts of Thailand sitting in the lotus position. Finally, in the country yards at Wat Pho Temple are some comical-looking Chinese statues that were once used as ballasts on ships, and 91 chadis or stupas decorated in ceramic pottery, flowers, and colorful tiles. See you in the next series. Don't forget to subscribe and check some more other series about Thailand and other countries. Bye bye.